All right, you guys, I've had a few people ask me to make a little video of this contraption that I built. Didn't invent these things have been around forever, but I just did one myself and they want to know kind of how I did it. Make a video. So I didn't make a video while I was building it. A lot of reasons, but anyway, it would just tie me up too much, but I can explain it here pretty easily, I think, and you can kind of get the idea. So I'll put all the links to all the pieces that I used to make this happen in the description down below. And if you like this, please like it, subscribe, all that fun stuff. So I wanted a bass vest to help make the music games, you know, a little bit more immersive in my VR stuff. And you can just sit around and chill and listen to music with this rig. But everything I could find was either sold out, coming soon, or like $700, or it was like reasonably priced, but it really didn't wow me, like it didn't have a lot of punch. So I found, you know, I did some research and I found these on Amazon. These are just bass transducer pucks that are designed really to be put in like furniture for home theater setups and things like that. But they're less than $20 each, and I ordered this vest to mount them in. I wanted something that would be breathable because I do a lot of you know, working out and stuff when I'm playing Beat Saber and Pistol Whip and things like that. So I wanted something that would be breathable, plus it makes it easy to mount. And this thing's actually really strong. I mounted the amplifier on it one time, and it was pulling on it pretty hard, and it didn't ever tear any of these. I've cut a couple of them to slip things through, and they don't fray. So this material is really good. I'll put a link down below. And I basically zip tied each one of these through using the speaker mounts that are in each one. Zip tie it through the vest and back, and yeah, just, you know, cut holes as needed to run, or just poke the cable here through this vest material and brought it over here to where everything kind of comes together. And so there's a left side and a right side to the vest, and the audio plays, you know, correspondingly. And then I've got an amplifier that's really a car amplifier. It's a 2-channel 200 watt, and this one was 25 bucks on Amazon or something. I can't believe how cheap they are. And then I use a battery from an old LiPo car of mine, or LiPo battery from an RC car. And I'm not real crazy about these connections, but it works for now. But I'm going to put some regular RC car connections on there. And then I use this as my quick disconnect. So when I take the vest off, this is what, you know, plugs all the speakers into the amp. It's just a four wire, 4-pin quick connect disconnect deal. And so this is how it works. Right now I've got the amp set to full range. It's got a little switch on it, but you can also set it to low pass so that only the low frequency audio goes through, and it's pretty quiet when it's like that. And it kind of feels better. It's a little muddy. You're playing all the stuff, but this will allow you to kind of hear the vest. So what you're about to hear is just the vest transducer pucks vibrating on the table here, and I've got 4 on each side, so, you know, 4 in the front, 4 in the back, and a couple of them are in pockets. Like this one's in a pocket. These are all mounted onto the mesh so that when you put it on, it pulls them against you. And yeah, this is what it sounds like. So they're vibrating on the table right now. If there's nothing pushing against them, they can sort of vibrate too much sometimes, but when you have it on, they sound nice and tight. Now when I switch it to low pass, now you notice you can barely hear anything. So it cuts out everything above 80 hertz and only sends 80 hertz and below into these, which is, these things can play really low frequency. I mean, you can feel like 10 hertz vibrating these things on your body, and they're really powerful. I think this vest is probably more powerful than anything else on the market or coming to the market. But I would like to test the Woojer vest and things like that are coming out. So yeah, basically what I ended up with was putting the amplifier in this leg pouch. So I throw this leg pouch on and it hangs down on my thigh, and I'll post some pictures with it so you can see. But then I can just drop the battery into the pouch that's on the side, and the amplifier and everything fits down in here like a glove. I just got lucky digging around looking for leg bags, and this one worked perfect. It had a flap and a couple other little pouch cover things that I cut off with some scissors. But I didn't have to modify this otherwise. Just cut off those flaps, and then this drops right in. And yeah, there you have it. So then I've got RCA jacks, and this goes up to the Oculus headset on one side, and then I wear headphones, or you can wear earbuds or whatever plugged into the other side of the Oculus headset for your, you know, full audio on the ears. And this pulls just the audio for the vest. Everything goes into these pouches, and the transducer things in the box they came with, these pads kind of keeping them from, you know, being damaged in the box. So what I did was, when I put these in the pockets to push them against your body, I put these pads in on top of them so that the puck is, you know, is in the bottom here. And yeah, and then all the wiring it's real simple. I got 16 ohm versions of these, but they make them in 8 ohm versions as well. So if you wire 8 of these, what they call in series, so that all the positives from one side, all the left positives and all the left negatives are just, they all come together, and then they all go to the one terminal on the side there. So it's a real simple setup, and that puts the amplifier at 4 ohms combined. So 16 times 4 of them, it cuts it in half every time. So I've got the amplifier, it's capable of 2 ohms, and I've got it at 4 ohms, so it's totally fine. It barely gets warm. This battery is totally capable of handling this. Even when I'm blasting this thing for like an hour or more, the cables don't get warm. The battery's designed to, you know, fully discharge in like 15 minutes running an RC car, and this takes 2 or 3 hours, I guess. I've never really run one all the way down, but I'm watching my voltage with a little voltage monitor thing, and after about a couple hours, it's down to where I just go ahead and switch it. I've got 2 of these batteries, and I just switch them and keep charging them. But it really adds to the immersion. You know, after a while, I kind of forget about it, but I know if I don't have it on, it feels totally different. Then it feels like you're listening to, you know, just high-pitched noises on the headphones. You really lose all the bass sensation from it. So I like it a lot, but if you want to make it yourself, it's a little over $200 in materials. If you want to do a full 8, you know, base puck vest and get the full impact, you can do that with all that, or you can just do 4. I did 2 in the front, 2 in the back at first up high, and that was really decent. The other thing you got to be careful of is this vest needs to fit tight, because these just vibrate. It's not like a speaker. So if they're not touching you, you're going to lose it. You know, if they're just down there hanging and not pressing against you, you're going to lose it. So the whole vest needs to be pulled kind of tight. So I normally wear like a medium or a large shirt, and this vest is a small, and it's still got a little bit of wiggle room. I got to pull the little adjuster straps pretty snug to get these bottom speakers to cinch up around my waist. So you want a vest that fits kind of snug on you. But honestly, if I was looking at doing something like this, I keep my eye on that Woojer Edge vest. I think it's getting ready to come out in the next month or so. Woojer. It's going to be like $300. So, and it's, you know, fully contained in the vest. It's elastic, so one size fits all. You don't have to fiddle with this. This takes me about 40-45 seconds to put this on. So it is a little bit of hassle putting it on, but I think it's totally worth it if you're going to be playing for, you know, an hour or 2. That's a small amount of time for so much more enjoyment. And every time I put it on somebody, they're just like, whoa, you know, big difference. So there you have it. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments, and I'll answer them best I can. But I hope that makes sense. It's nothing but twisting wires. I soldered a few things, but you may not even have to do that. If you get a LiPo battery with the connectors already ready to go, then you won't have to do that. But mostly it's just twisting wires and zip ties to hold everything together. Real simple. Anybody can do it. You can do it. So don't be intimidated by that kind of a project. It's not that hard. And I use some spiral wrap just to kind of clean up the wires there. So there you have it. If you like that, yeah, let me know. And I'll bring you some more updates as I play around with more ideas, y'all. Later.